सरस्वती वंदना ही चला मुझे पता लगा।
अरे वो कहाँ वेबकास्ट का लिंक कहाँ दिया तुम लोगों ने?
आपके 10%।
अरे तुम्हें 10-15 मिनट ना सर रिप्लाई कर दिया
उसका क्या उनका लेवल और कितने सारे ऑडियो यही करते हैं। गया मतलब पोडियम अच्छा है क्या? ओके फेयर वाले में अकोमोडेशन को मत डालो आप। कर दिया आप ये कितने बजेगा इसकी तो यूज करेगा
आपको चेंज करना
बताओ नहीं वाले सर की But I return because not in the Students, please try to be quiet क्योंकि आपकी वॉइस इसके थ्रू यूट्यूब पे स्ट्रीम
उधर भी बैठो इधर भी आगे आओ आगे आओ
Good morning, everyone. Director Sir, Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma is the Chief Patron of this workshop. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Anurag Sharma from IIT Delhi. Professor Jyotish Malhotra, Head of the Department and Patron of this workshop. My esteemed speakers, my faculty, non-faculty colleagues from the NIT Delhi, students, participants, ladies and gentlemen. I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of the NIT Delhi to this second IEEE International Workshop on Silicon Photonics organized by the EC Department of NIT Delhi from February 5 to 10 in blended mode. After the successful completion of its first version, first IEEE International Workshop on Group for Photonics during March 2022 in joint collaboration with the National Chungcheong University of Taiwan, I profoundly welcome you in this second edition. The IEEE Photonics Society Delhi section of Rajasthan chapter and IEEE Circuits and Systems Society Delhi chapter have kindly agreed to technically sponsor this event, while the IEEE NIT Delhi student branch is the supporter of this event. As we all know, silicon is a ubiquitous material for today's electronics, but it's a poor light emitter and low modulation bandwidth in silicon is based off modulators prevent truly monolithic electronics and photonics integration. However, this new type of system on chip, if realized, will impact high-speed communication for the mobile devices, optical communication between and within computers in data centers, and improving their performance in speed and power consumption, free space optical communication, sensor system, medical and consumer applications, solar photovoltaics, and even on quantum communication. So based on these themes, this is the second edition for this IEEE International Workshop. To begin with, I kindly request our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Anurag Sharma, our Honorable Director, Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma, Head of the Department, Professor Jyotish Malhotra, to kindly come on the dais, please. To begin with the inauguration, I would kindly request all the dignitaries on the dais to inaugurate this workshop by lighting the lamp, please, first. As the silicon or group of photonics is currently an active area of R&D and currently attracts a lot of attention, the first international conference in this regard was organized by the EC department in March 2022. Eminent speakers from India and abroad gave talk to enlighten a large number of attendees. The present workshop, its second edition, is also intended to be held with the same purpose, to disseminate newer knowledge and to cover newer areas by international and national experts. In addition to experts' talk, some of the short oral presentations by few selected participants will also be included at the end of the day. To moving forward, I kindly introduce to felicitate the dignitaries on the dais, starting with Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma, Director, National Institute of Technology and Chief Patron of this workshop, whose guidance and motivation is a prime inspiration to conduct this offline session on the inauguration day. I kindly request Professor Jyotish Malhotra, HOD EC, to kindly felicitate Director Sir with a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. Let me introduce our chief guest, Professor Anurag Sharma, who is a professor of physics and also attached with the Center of Optics and Photonics at IIT Delhi and has been teaching since 1980. His research area has been concerned with the propagation of light in imaging and waveguiding devices. He has published over 110 journal papers. He received the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Puraskar in 1998 for his research contribution. He is a fellow of INSA, IIS, NASI, the Indian National Academy of Engineers, and the Optical Society of America. He is a distinguished fellow of the Optical Society in India, and he also has been the president of the OSI and the vice president of INSA. He is also a recipient of the Lifetime Research Award of IIT Delhi. I now kindly request Director Sir to felicitate Professor Anurag Sharma. Now it's my turn to introduce the other patron of the workshop, Professor Jyotish Malhotra, head of the Department of the EC. I kindly request Dr. Manisha Bharti, Associate Professor of EC Department, to felicitate Sir, please. Thank you. Furthermore, I'm privileged to thank Professor Manpreet Singh Manna, the Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University and the Chair of the IEEE Photonics Society, Rajasthan Chapter, Delhi Section, Dr. Indraprit Kaur, the Vice Chair of the IEEE Photonics Society, Rajasthan Chapter, Professor Ghanshyam Singh, the Secretary of the IEEE Photonics Society, Mr. Preet Yadav, the Chairman of the IEEE Circuit and System Society of the Delhi Section, to continuously support for this happening of this event. With this brief welcome, now I welcome one by one for their kind addresses. First of all, I would like to request Professor Jyotish Malhotra, head of the Department of EC, to address the gathering with the overview of the department. Sir, please.
Good morning to one and all present. Honorable Director Sir, Professor Ajay K. Sharma, our esteemed chief guest of the inaugural session, Professor Anurag, IIT Delhi, respected Registrar NIT Delhi, Shri Ravinder Kumar, HODs, deans, participants present here and connected through online mode, my fellow colleagues from NIT Delhi, research scholars and dear students. So at the onset, I would like to extend my warm welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Anurag, IIT Delhi, for his graceful presence. So I am extremely happy to welcome the participants on behalf of the fraternity of NIT Delhi and on my personal behalf to the inaugural session of this workshop on silicon photonics. I extend my hearty welcome to all HODs, deans, my faculty colleagues on this occasion. A very warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, NIT Delhi. The Department of EC is organizing this international workshop on silicon photonics, which is second in this series with the support of IEEE Circuit and System Society Delhi chapter and IEEE Delhi section Photonics Society Rajasthan chapter. So first workshop in this series was held in the March last year. The topic of the workshop has been aptly selected, which is very relevant in the present context as silicon photonics is currently an active area of research and certainly attracts a lot of attention. Silicon photonics has emerged as a promising technology for addressing the increasing demand for high speed and energy efficient communication systems. Indeed, monolithic electronic photonic integration is synergistic combination of electronics and photonics technologies within a single system or device. It will play a crucial role in the diverse areas like telecommunications, medical diagnostics, environmental monitoring, and quantum information processing. So here I would like to provide a brief overview of the ECE department. So this department was established in the year 2010. So the aim of the department is to develop innovative, creative, and ethical electronics and communication engineers for industry and society through excellence in technical education and research. The department has a composition of young as well as experienced dynamic faculty members who are committed to provide quality education and research in the field of electronics. Presently, Department of EC has 13 regular faculty members. The faculty members are undertaking cutting-edge research in the broad areas of 5G and IoT, wireless and optical communication, signal and image processing, RF and microwave engineering, computer networks, microelectronics, and VLSI design. So the EC department has taken the initiative in establishing various well-equipped and modern lab facilities as well as initiating the PhD program. So currently department is facilitated with system and circuit simulation lab, optical communication lab, RF and microwave lab, communication system lab, microprocessor and microcontroller lab, electronic devices and digital electronics lab, instrumentation and measurement lab, and advanced VLSI design lab. So currently the department offers one BTech and two MTech programs, MTech ECE and MTech VLSI. So department also offered PhD program in relevant areas and postdoctoral fellowship program. The offered programs are based on state-of-the-art research trends and cater to the current market demands. All the schemes and syllabus of the AC department have compliance with the NEP 2020. The department has the honor to receive grants from Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Department of Science and Technology under various projects. The department has active collaboration with academic and research institutions in India and abroad. To fulfill all the learning objectives, it is also essential to enrich ourselves through interactions with the renowned experts from academia and industry. And the suitable platform for the implementation of the same is through these short-term courses, workshops, or faculty development programs. The sharing of knowledge and definitely improves the teaching learning process and benefits the institute and the society as a whole. Eminent speakers from esteemed institutes including IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Mandi, IIT you can say Indore, they will deliver the expert talk during this workshop. So I'm sure during these 6 days, every one of us will be enriched with the knowledge and experience of all eminent speakers and enhance their academic as well as professional skills. So with all this and much more, I hope this workshop will prove to be productive and a great learning experience through active interactions. And I convey my hearty wishes to the workshop convener, Dr. Rikmantra Basu, and the organizing team, along with the faculty members, scholars, students of the Department of ECE. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Anurag Sharma, IIT Delhi, to address the gathering with a brief address. Sir, please.
Good morning, all of you. It's my pleasure and privilege to be here. This is the first visit to NIT when I'm operated in Delhi, but it's across Delhi. And the entire Delhi has been crossed. This place from my place, I belong to IIT Delhi, and I've been there for a very, very long time. I've known the director, in the same area. So it's really a very happy occasion to be part of the inauguration of the workshop, which is about a subject which is extremely important. It is photonic integrated circuits or silicon photonics, or whichever way you call it, because over the last let's say around 50 years, photonics has been growing mainly because of applications in communication, applications in lighting, applications. I will talk about those things in more detail in the lecture that I give. But in the last 1 or 2 decades or so, the interest in making all the devices small, rugged, lightweight, light energy consumption devices is growing. Particularly, we all use Google all the time, and now AI has come, which will use even more computational resources. All these resources, all this information has to reside somewhere in the world, and they usually reside in so-called data centers, which are spread all over the world. Actually, one of the main problems in these data centers is not, of course, you'd like to have the information as much as you can keep there, and also you'd like to retrieve it as fast as possible. That's the technical part. But the one major issue that came up in this is the heating problem. And heating problem because every bit that you manipulate requires movement of electrons. Electrons being massive particles as compared to photons require energy, and they lose energy also in terms of ohmic and so that created heat problem, heating problem, or thermal problem. And consequently, one solution that most of these people like Google or Sony who have these kind of centers said that we locate these centers in cold areas. So a lot of centers are there where there are a lot of snow outside and you don't have to worry about so much cooling. But even then, the traffic is going on increasing. And so one of the solutions now that we are looking at is we replace electronics as far as possible by photonics, because photons do not create so much heat loss and energy and thermal loss. So this is one of the major drivers for photonic integrated circuits. The other thing is a lot of photonics is used in defense, starting with US defense or in aerospace, which are connected in a way, NASA or even our DRDO. A lot of optics and photonics is used in the equipments, particularly for vision devices and so on, and also for lasers. Now lasers are being used for weaponization and so on. And so a lot of bulky equipment is there. And so now, with the emergence of silicon photonics and with the possibility that a lot of things can be done on silicon and other similar 3-5 component platforms, that to miniaturize all the, or as far as possible, most of the equipment that are being used. So this is another driver, because wherever aerospace and defense gets invested, there's a lot of money and a lot of development take place. So that is what is also a big driver. So what I would say the future is for this technology is actually very, very bright. And that is why this kind of workshop, which will train students and researchers, also make others aware of this technology and they will go in this direction, is actually very, very bright. The future is very bright for them. Because in India also, we do not have too many places where this kind of technology is being developed or used. There are few places, and some of the speakers I see from your list are from those centers, like IIT Madras or IIT Bangalore and other places. But more and more such setups are being proposed. We are also trying to propose at IEEE to have some kind of fab lab and plan. Of course, this requires money, and one has to see where the money can come from. And as we see that slowly, different governments are getting interested, so the money will be found somewhere or the other. So more such facilities will come that require more manpower, trained manpower, and so the future is really bright. And I'm sure in the next decade or so we have a lot of activity in this area. Also, we have this so-called semiconductor mission of the government of India. In that also, see, on a larger scale, photonics is seen by many as part of electronics. It's one way of extension of electronics in some sense. And here also, of course, it is being done. There's workshop with the ECE department, but both electronics and communication are very closely connected with photonics. So this will have, so this semiconductor mission also will have significant part which will go into making not only semiconductor fab labs, facilities, but also connected photonic facilities. Because the whole idea of physical photonics is that the facilities for fabrication are very similar as electronics, and actually there will be no chip which will be only photonics. You will require electronics input and electronic output. So actually it is, as they say, electronic photonic chips which will be actually developed ultimately. And that is what, so this is platform which I think last 2 decades or so has become very, very important, and that will come up, it is coming up, and in India also this will go. So this workshop, I mean, this is the second workshop I understand. The first one was what happened earlier last year, and this will be a very, very timely activity which will enthuse the students and expose them to this technology. And I wish all success to this workshop. Mostly it is online. I mean, that is the way today to go, because the expenses are less. And also you can reach to people who can't travel otherwise. But from abroad, I see that there are some talks from abroad, particularly the on person and many others. And so that is it's a good thing. Of course, meeting physical has a different dimension, but wherever possible, we can do that. Otherwise, this kind of online activity, the participation can be also very large. I'm sure there will be hundreds of participants in this because of being online. Bringing everybody physically at one place, the logistics becomes rather difficult sometimes. And so it's a good idea to have this kind of workshop. And I'm sure it will be very, very useful. And I wish all success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivating words. And in line with whatever sir said in the introduction, so sir will also express the photonics and its revolution, which is particularly designed for the students in his expert talk, keeping in view of the students' interest. Thank you, sir. So at the end, now it's my privilege to request our Honorable Director, sir, Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma, to address the gathering with his presidential address. Sir, please.
Good morning to all of you. Chief guest of the day, Professor Anurag Sharma, Head of the Department, Dr. Jyotish Malhotra, the coordinator of this workshop, Dr. Mantra Vasu, Dean, Head of the Departments, faculty members, and participants, and my dear students. It's my proud privilege to be here on the occasion of inauguration of this workshop, especially the workshop is on silicon photonics. So at the outset, I would like to congratulate Dr. Mantra Basu and head of the department and his team for organizing this event. And especially, I have seen, I have met Dr. Anurag Sharma. I know him personally from a long time, and he is a good researcher and a famous scientist. When I was doing my PhD, so many papers of Dr. Anurag Sharma I have referred because I have worked in this area. I've done my PhD in optical communication and networks. So as Dr. Anurag Sharma has mentioned that there is future of this technology, and I would like to mention now we are using the combination of electronics as well as photonics. But if you see the limitations of electronics, there are many bottlenecks. You see the processor speed, our computer processor speed from last 5 years, we are unable to increase the speed of a processor and we are unable to increase the bus speed. And process speed is very high, but if you have a look on the bus speed of a computer, it is very less. Now, if we have a optical processor and we design a photonic devices and a optical bus, we can increase the speed of our existing computers. That will be 1,000 times. The speed may be increased 1,000 times. So that is why the researchers they are moving towards the optical devices. That is why this workshop is very important, and I hope that all the participants they are going to be benefited by this workshop. As Dr. Ritumantra Vasu has mentioned, that around more than 80 participants they are online participating as well as few participants they are offline. So this workshop has been organized in a blended mode. So and as he has mentioned, many international speakers they are going to speak as well as experts from the various IITs they are going to deliver the talk. And here in the last day, he has given the chance to the even the participants to present their papers. Oral presentations will be have been organized. So that is a good thing which Dr. Mantra Vasu has given chance to the even to the participants and even the hands-on experience that has been kept. So again, congratulations to Dr. Basu and his team. So I hope that all of you, you are going to be benefited by this workshop. And I feel that this is a successful workshop in the field of silicon photonics. And this is the second edition, which has been now organized. And I'm hopeful and thankful to the organizing team as well as the sponsors, especially the IEEE. So with these words, thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and motivating words. So at this end of this inaugural session, it's my great pleasure to offer the vote of thanks to before concluding the session. First of all, I would like to express the deep gratitude and heartfelt thanks to the chief patron of this event, our honorable director, sir, Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma. It is your motivation and unwavering support that made this event a reality. The Institute gratefully appreciates the presence of Professor Anurag Sharma from IIT Delhi as a chief guest to motivate us throughout this workshop. Further, I would like to thank the head of the department, Professor Jyotish Malhotra, all my faculty, non-faculty colleagues, not only from the EC department as well as from all the departments of NIT Delhi, all the expert speakers from various academic and R&D organizations from abroad and India who will be imparting their knowledge despite their busy schedules. Thanks to all the participants from different organizations and institutions, not only across the country but also across the world. I'm confident that listening and interacting with all the eminent experts will be an enriching and memorable experience for all of you. I sincerely thank the IEEE Photonics Society, Delhi Section, Rajasthan Chapter, IEEE Circuits and Systems Society Delhi chapter for technically sponsoring this event. Lastly, I shouldn't forget to thank all the organizing students and staff of the EC departments, the member of the IEEE NIT-Delhi student branch, the estate office, computer center team for their IT and networking services, office of caretaker, the institute mess, and all the faculty and non-faculty colleagues for being with us and making this event a grand success. Thank you once again. At this end, now I kindly request all of you, please rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Now we will proceed for the high tea, but before going for the high tea, I kindly request everyone to please gather for a group photograph at the front of the dais, please.
पीछे की लाइट बंद करा सकते हैं अभी सादा फोटो वही तो दिक्कत है आ जाएगी कोई दिक्कत रहने दो पीछे से बच्चे इधर आ सकते हैं इस कॉर्नर में जगह खाली है पूरी मैम इधर से भी इस साइड आ जाना इधर से दो ही छोटे लोग आ गए कैमरा स्टिक तो नहीं आ रहा होगा नहीं सर फोटो तो
You all are requested to please join here within 15 minutes for the expert talk, please. And for that time, please have a tea. Please, sir.